Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of our Chinese food stand modeling series. So, let's get started straight away. And I'm guessing you have watched my last tutorial because you need to, otherwise you won't understand a lot what's going on here. So go watch that down there. That should be in my channel, so go click on my channel and then either search for or you'll find recently made food stand model. Anyway, let's continue. So last time we ended with building this, and we made this like nice door. We made the pipe thingy. I think everything looks really great. I am going to shade auto smooth this pipe, so this one that goes down, shade auto smooth it, and I am going to do that to everything else. So click A and then click shade auto smooth. Should take a little bit to load, but yeah, it does quite a lot. It gives it a better tone, you could say. It gives it a smoother, more friendly tone to it. And yeah, let's get right started. So first of all, what I want to build is the outside. So I'm going to build a plant pot, some chairs here and there. So I think 3 chairs here and 2 chairs there. And then I'm going to build some stuff back here, cooking, and then a fridge, and then some chopping boards here, and and then a little sink here for washing up stuff. And I am going to put a vending machine and a bin back here. This is just the plan of what it's going to look like, and then I can colour everything on third part. Anyway, let's start. So what I'm going to use is I think I'm going to use the wood because I like it. And it's kind of, no, actually, use a new cube. In this case, I'm just gonna say just use a new cube. So let's push it right here in the middle. Let's push it up there, and let's squish it. Squish and extend like that, just like that, and then push it out a little bit like that. Yeah, this is good. And now Shift D, oh, wrong one, Shift D, push it over here, push it here, and then click R, Z, 90, enter. Then let's scale it to the side a little bit, just make it fit like this. Perfecto, this is great. And let's do the same thing when we move it out by 1 tick. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom, yeah. Like I say. So this is the tables. I think I'm going to put this bit here, or with this. I'm just going to click E to extrude, and then I'm going to move it up like that. Okay, that's the problem, that snaps on. Okay, turn snap off, and then move it there. And then I'm going to do a Command R and just move this all the way up. Do it again and move it all the way down because it makes it weird. Move it all the way up and move it all the way down. Move it up and all the way down. Move it up. In my case, I can do it very fast because I'm very good at it. Okay, look there. Okay, ready? Okay, that's it. Just like that. And then we have these little thingy dingies. This is up too high. We need to lower it. Select on these 4 faces. I think these are the right faces. And just simply, actually no, they're not the right faces. It's these back ones that we need to, these will go right here. Like that. And then we can move it down. Simple as that. Okay, good. Now I have these little sticky thingies holding it up. On this side, I think I'm just gonna do this, and this. I don't know, is that the right level? Yeah, it's the right level. You can't change the level, otherwise it's not good. That's just E to extrude. And like that, move it up in this case, because I'm lazy, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to leave it like this. Still looks good. It looks pretty good. You think? If you think it looks good, yeah, just leave a comment below if you think it looks good. Honestly, in this case, I am going to go back for the first time in history. I'm going to go back Command Z and not do this, for the reason that it does not look good. It doesn't let me go back anymore. Great. Blender, please fix this problem, please. That'll be very nice of Blender. Basically, it doesn't let you go back more than like 40 times, and yeah. As you can imagine, if you're building something and that happens, it sucks, because you're like, oh, I built something wrong and I can't go back, and I've honestly tried everything to fix it, but it doesn't work. Yeah, just a tip to tell you about. But yeah. Okay, I clicked on something wrong now. What the heck? What? I clicked on something wrong and I don't know what I did. Okay, wait. If I extend this, that's the problem, because there's two faces on top of each other. I move this down and then select this face, this face, this face, this face, this face, this face. Okay, let's skip this because we don't need to go through this. I'm going to click C so it goes to make it faster. Yeah, like that. And from the other side, like this. Yeah, this should work. What the heck happened? I pushed this through, look what happens. Ugh. Looks like some monster coming out of a wall. Yeah, deselect this, and just have this selected, and just rotate it in if you have the same problem as me. Yeah, just hide, buddy. Just go in there. Good boy. Yeah, like that. That's all I can do right now. Yeah, this looks so bad. Why are you here? Go away. What I could do in this case is go here and then click C and just select all of this stuff, and then this is just a little tip. Click S and then click Z and then Y and then click 0. And yeah, this actually kind of worked this time. Believe it or not, this actually worked. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's been something there. At least it looks a bit more worn out, you know. Like, I don't think it's a problem. At least it looks more worn out. But it's fine, so yeah. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's not click on that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be making the chairs, because I find that's the most important for the outside interior, and then we're going to make the plant. Okay, so add a cube, just move it around here. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Maybe turn snap on so that we get it onto the right level without having to move it, because now it's specifically on the plane, and that's what we want, where we want it to be. And then scale it by the side like this. I like to make it into a thingy dingy. Maybe make it in a bit this way. I need to imagine it. Okay, this is good, I think. Yeah. Shade auto smooth for fun. Now add a bevel. So go in this menu here and click bevel, and then it should do that. It's a bit annoying because it does that, and yeah, we'll add that. Add a bit more cut to make it a bit more smooth. Cool. Let's put it to about nothing specific. Let's put it like 30 to have a specific number then. Then Shift D to duplicate it, move it over. 1 or 2, I think 2 is good, and then click here, Shift D, move it to like that, just like this, and this is really good. Now we're gonna add this is where it comes cool. Look, so we're just gonna move this over in here like this. So then we're gonna move it up like that, all the way to the top. In this case I have to turn off snap because it's not in the correct place, and then we have to scale it, of course. I'm just going to look from the top so I can move it into the right place, so that all corners are like aligned sort of. They don't have to be perfect, obviously. Let's move this down a bit, yeah, like this. Now let's scale it to the side like this. Boom. A bit more. There we go. That's nice. I like this. Yeah, the chairs are like the exact right height, I find. Yeah, this is good so far. I'm going to click here, move this face down a bit, and we are going to add a subsurface modifier. What we're going to do, we're going to click Command R and then add loop cuts to the side again, like we always do, like that. Move that there, Command R, and do the same here, like this, exactly the same. And then click onto this face here, and this time we're just gonna extrude it outwards like this, and then maybe, okay, what the heck did I make? I've made something not good. Okay, that does not look good. Command R, and let's fix this by making it a bit more proper, you could say. Okay, this is better now. I like it because it seems like a cushion. That's what it's supposed to be, by the way, a cushion. Yeah, it's a bit high, so I think I'm going to actually do it one more time. And this time just not move it forward as much to make it more correct. And now we're going to click on face select and just not select, just, oh yeah, just select the inner faces. So the two inner faces there, just select those and move them down, for the reason that it gives it this really nice indent that I love. Look at that. I find that's beautiful. It's a really nice chair, because then what we could do, can just make it that we extrude this outwards, and then we move this upwards a bit to make it into a sitting chair, like that. Look at that lovely little sitting chair. I'm going to put this down a little bit, and then people can sit in it like that. Yeah, it looks good. So yeah, we have made our sitting chair with our subsurface modifier, and look how beautiful that looks. If you don't think it does, you can change it, so you don't have to be so specific with this one in this case. I think in this case you can make it however you want, because it doesn't really matter. But yeah, okay, let's select all these objects here, and let's Shift D, duplicate. Well, actually first, don't Shift D. Just select everything, move it forward about here. Yeah, don't put it in. Okay, that goes pretty far in. Okay, let's just Shift D and then move it to the side like that. I think I'm gonna do 3 of them. Yeah, like that. And then here, wait, select everything again and Shift D, and this time turn snap on for fun, and just move it through like that, and this way, and then click R, Z, 90, enter, like that, and that's what we wanted. And then do Shift D and do the same thing again. Same process. Shift D, process. Okay, great. This is what we wanted. Yeah. So basically, it's going to be a little food stand where you can just go and have a seat. I think this one, I think I'm going to just adjust them a bit. I'm going to put this one out a tiny bit and rotate it a little bit like that, just to make it a bit more realistic. Same for these, just because if every single chair is the exact same place, people can realize, and that doesn't look good. So just maybe rotate them a little bit, just a tiny bit, 1 or 2, and then yeah, maybe rotate this way instead, like that. So yeah, just to make it look correct, like that. Great. And the same here. So just select these ones and do the exact same thing, a-ding-a-wing. Sorry, I like messing around. Move this over here slightly. Yeah, and do the same on this one. In this case, just move it out a tiny bit. Yeah, and then give it a slight tilt, like that. There we go. Now we've got our scene ready. If you look at it so far, it looks really great. It looks really like a real food stand. The next thing I want to do is add a plant pot here, and maybe one back here. Maybe not one there, but yeah, maybe one here and there, because it looks nice. We're going to start by making the pot. So what we're going to do in this case, add a cylinder, and we're going to just move it over here so we can edit it. Move it up with snap on, because yeah, otherwise we won't be on the correct size. Go into edit mode, just move this bit down straight like that, make it like this big, and then yeah, so we're gonna add the subsurface modifier into this one again, like we always do, because we like the subsurface modifier. I'm gonna add it a couple more cuts like that, and then when we click E, it's gonna give us this lovely little oval shaped. It's exactly what we wanted, and then we're going to click I to insert, and we're going to insert it to like here, and then we're going to click this, and then we're going to click E to extrude like that, and then we have this lovely little plant pot. We are going to select this outside bit, and we are going to click E and then click Alt S to move it out a bit more, just to give it more of a bulky kind of shape to it, and yeah, like this. Then what the next thing we're going to do, now that we have our little plant pot that looks very nice, we are going to add some soil by adding simply a plane. So just a simple little plane. Wait, I forgot to turn snap on. Keep snap on and just move it over here. Now move it up till yeah, now you can turn snap off, because in this case we need to model it out where it needs to be. And then what we do here is we just scale it inwards, simple as that, until we don't see the spikes sticking out the side anymore, like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we have our plant pot, you could say. What I do want to do is add a little bit of bumps to it to make it look more realistic by going to edit mode and Command R. This is now where sculpting comes into hand, because I decided this could be a good part of our video. Click 50 in this case, so click 50 and then enter, and then go here and then do Command R again, here 50 and enter. Okay, that did not work. Wait, I didn't do the right thing, I guess. Okay, no, that's not. I clicked first. That's my bad. Command R, 50, enter. Right click. Okay, now that you've done that, you can click off it. Go back into object mode and click on this top menu here. Click sculpting. This is where stuff gets interesting. So now we're in sculpt mode. You only want, since the thing here is the only thing that's selected, this is the only thing that can be modeled. And look, if you look, watch this. If I'm clicking, just spam clicking here and over, it, can you see, makes it into bumpy, makes it look like gravel, and that's what we want. We don't want too much detail, so this is enough. Just click around a little bit and add some nice details to it. We are going to do shade auto smooth like that, because in this case I think that looks pretty good with shade auto smooth. And now we're going to add the plants. This is the easy part, so this will be really satisfying. Just a warning, this is going to be insanely satisfying to watch. Ready. So add a cube, go back into snap so we can move it into the right place. Like that, move it up. And now let's scale it inwards slightly. Let's squish it slightly, and like that. Then we are going to do the most satisfying thing ever by turning off snap. Well, that's not the satisfying thing, but yeah, still it's satisfying. I don't know why. I don't know why I just said that's satisfying. Anyway, so make sure you have this little cube, scale it down to about this size, and click on subdivision modifier, and then add levels to it. Add like 4 levels. This is a good amount. And now go into edit mode. This is where it becomes interesting. And then click E to extrude, and you can then move it to the side like this. You can scale it always a bit inwards. Click E again, and just like that, just scale it out like into a satisfying image, like that. I think what I am going to do is just make it a little bit bigger, like that. And then what we're going to do is Shift D, move it around the plant pot like this, and just rotate it, scale, Shift D, and rotate it, and scale it up, and just click G. No, wait, actually no, that's wrong for me. We should look from the top actually, so click onto the Z thingy, look from the top, and then click G from there, because you can move it without having hassle. Click the same here, make it that it doesn't go into the thing. Shift D, this, scale it up a bit, then rotate it like that. Shift D, rotate it, rotate it like that, and click S to scale it, and just move it over here. And this is going to get pretty easy. Shift D, scale, and rotate like that, and click G again just to move it into place like this. And we're going to check how that looks. And yes, that looks actually really nice, believe it or not. I actually really like that plant pot. If you don't, yeah, you can change it if you want. So yeah, this is really satisfying, I find. If you don't, yeah, that's just weird that you don't find it satisfying. This is just so satisfying. Sorry, I'm saying satisfying a lot today. Yeah, and then just Shift D, maybe scale it down a little bit sometimes. Shift D again, rotate it, scale it like that, rotate it a little bit, just to make it into a little bit of a lovely plant pot, of like a funny cactus plant, like that. Okay, I think this is good. Click off it, and yeah, this is our plant. I love it. I think it looks really nice. This is exactly how I wanted it to look, and yeah, this is great. So well done if you followed along on that. I don't select that, so just select the plant pot, deselect the bottom, and just make sure just the plant pot is selected, and just move it to the corner. As simple as that. I think that looks very nice like that. And then just maybe move it to the side a little bit. Yeah, maybe rotate it a tiny bit where the lower part is, it faces more the build. Now click Shift D, and now move it over here and do the exact same thing. And in this case I want you to rotate it like this, maybe like that. This is nice. And yeah, look at our plant pots. I think they look very nice in our scene. I think they give it a very nice tone to it. Yeah, I think it's very nice. If you've followed along, I'm proud that you've probably done very well so far if you're following along. Yeah. Anyway, it's always good actually to watch a tutorial first and then do it, because it gives you an idea, but honestly don't, because it's a long tutorial, and I don't want to use up all your time by watching someone model out a virtual object. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, let me just do this, twist it a tiny bit, just maybe even it out. Here it doesn't really matter. Maybe, well, you can, but I think it looks fine. I really like how it turned out. Everything seems really realistic. It seems like a really nice, beautiful, peaceful little scene. That's how I wanted it to look. Yeah. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a lamp. So we're going to make these little cute little lamps. on the side, which we are going to do some stuff with. Cool stuff actually, we're going to make it look really nice. Okay, just move a cylinder, so you already know probably how to add a cylinder. So just add a cylinder, simple as that, and then ski down and rotate it to your likings, like that, like this, you could say. And then click on this, then click I and click E to extrude, and then click I again, and this time that. So like just put it like a little bit of a 45-degree angle. Wait, in this case I moved it out too much. Wait, go back. Click E and then click E, and then we're going to rotate it this way, like that. Just like this. Should go pretty quick on your side. Scale it down a little bit and click here, rotate still, E, rotate, re-rotate, yeah. And then click S, Z, 0 to make sure it goes straight down, and then click this and scale it inwards like that, and then like that, and put the lamp right there. Okay, now time to mold the lamp out. First of all, shade auto smooth this, and yeah, this cut here doesn't look nice, so click Alt to select the ring and then do Command B like that. And what this will do, it will bevel it off, and that's exactly what we want for it to look nice. And yeah, whatever corner you think needs it, like this one, do Command B and just do it that. And you can do the same here because it works, and yeah, it looks nice. Command B, and look. And in this case it didn't make it look the best because it gave it these weird cuts because it seemed like I did it a bit too much. It's fine, don't worry about it, you don't have to change it. If you didn't do it, lucky you. But yeah, it's not the prettiest plant, but it will lamp, but it will look nice. So yeah. So first of all, we're going to add a cube, and we're going to move it over here. Move it up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to click Alt, scale it inwards a bit. Like just this, Alt, like that, scale it inwards. Actually that didn't do anything, so just move this up and then scale it out like that, because then we have this is going to be the inside, the glass bit, like what you see on most plants, and then just scale this out and just scale it inwards and just scale out, scale it in, just do a little bit of fancy stuff, you know, and then click Alt, or maybe just Alt this bit here. Click I and then just click E, click Alt S to insert this bit, just to make it even more fancy. And you can click E again, click S and E for the final touch. And then what we're going to do is click Alt this bit, and we're going to, in this case, do Command B, I think. Yeah, Command B is good. And we're going to put it down to 1 cut. So instead of more, just 1, and the reason is because we're going to select this edge right here, and so we're going to click Alt and just select the ring here, like that, and click Alt and just literally just select. I tried doing something but it didn't work, so don't try it. Yep, just like this. Oops, it's a bit tricky. Like that. Select the bottom one, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and these 4 ones at the top, like this, like that. Brilliant. Now, if you have all those selected, click E, and then click Alt S. Click Alt S and scale this out like that, just like that. And basically what that does, it gives it this rim on the outside of it, and that's what we wanted. So yeah, this is our lamp. I think it looks very nice. It's like a hanging lamp. Then after you've done that, after you think it looks nice, just move it here, scale it down to the size of your likings, Make it on the smaller side so it doesn't interfere with anything. Scale it, really. Make it into a smaller size lamp. In this case, I think I'm going to have to click on both of these and just move it up a bit or to the side, just to make sure it doesn't interfere with anything. Yeah, like that. And now let's put it in the right place, the lamp. Let's make sure we put it in the right place. Okay, there and there. So if you have that, great. This is our lamp, and then we're going to click on these two, Shift D, and do the exact same thing over on this side. Yeah, move it over and then click RZ90. Okay, in this click 720 because it doesn't work. 20, like that. Okay, in this case it did weird stuff, I think because it had wait, Shift Z, put it back there. Okay, RZ270, done. Okay, that gives it this an opposite way angle. Try actually keep it at the same height, if you can. Problem is in this case it does interfere, so I'm gonna have to move this over here. Like that. Yeah, this doesn't interfere. As long as it doesn't interfere, it looks good. So even if it's quite close, just make sure it doesn't interfere. So Shift D, these two, and move them over here. So make sure you have those 4 objects selected. Put them here, around, and then click RZ90. Yeah, like that. And then just try your hardest to line it up so that both of them go in to the wall. Like that. In this case we can just move them because we have all the room in the world to, because yeah, it's a new wall and there isn't anything for it to interfere with, just this pole here, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, look at that. Look at that. I think I like it a lot. We are going to add 1 lamp over here because it just looks necessary. I find it feels necessary that there's a lamp there to give it some light back here as well. And then obviously another one. Not another one, you're probably thinking. Yes, another one. And we're going to click R to rotate, Z, and 90, actually no, 720 again, because it seems to go the wrong direction. 20, okay, that didn't work either. Okay, R270, sorry, I did that wrong. I did 720, which is like much too much. And then just move it in to the wall here, like that. Make sure it doesn't stick out. Okay, it does stick out. This case, just select this face here and click R, Y, and just try your hardest to rotate it in like that. Easy peasy. That goes very quick, and yeah, we have our lamp right here. Okay, we're also going to do it on this corner bit here. We want to have as many lamps as possible. Every place has at least 1 on each corner, and yeah, this is 1 on each corner. So click R, Z, and 90. This case it works with 90 because yeah, for some reason it does, but yeah, anyway. And look, then put them both into the right place. Just select this one and then just move it out, and yeah, in this one move to the side a little. Okay, like that. And in this case you could move it down a tiny bit, so select these two and just simply move it down so that it fixes the layer of this one, also so that it works. Look at that. Actually no, you're right, actually no, whoever's saying something maybe, don't put it down, bring this one up slightly. Yeah, like that, because I feel like if it's at the same level it gives it more of a nice touch to it, like that. So now I have all the lamps on each side. I feel like it might be a bit of an overkill with 2 lamps here, so I think I'm wrong with putting a lamp there. Just select that. No. Okay, just select these 2 and delete them because we don't need them in this case, because the trash can and the vending machine is going to be here. We don't need them. Yeah. So far it looks very nice. Now we're going to add the vending machine, which goes very quick because it's a very simple object. Usually vending machines are, well, they used to be. I don't know if they are anymore, so yeah. Funny thing. Let's just move it to about here. It shouldn't be too big. Should be the size of a normal vending machine. Yes, so usually about this size, and yeah, like that. Maybe move it to the side a little bit more, like this, exactly. And now click I to insert, and then click on to edge select, move this up like till here, and then click back into face select and click E to extrude, and click I, and then click E again, and then just scale it in a tiny bit. Okay, that's it, like that. And then wait, I forgot to do something. It's fine though, we can just extrude it at the side like this, because we need to add a keypad here. Maybe just use this bit here to make the keypad. Just insert it a tiny bit, then scale it here, like that, and then just literally just extrude it out, and click E again, I, and yeah, click extrude to put it back in, like that. And then we can add whatever we want here. And then at this bottom bit, we're going to click I to insert, and we're going to just scale it down like this, and then we're just going to extrude it out. We're going to click I, and like that, and just extrude it back in, just where you then get it in. So yeah, scale it. Actually, in this case, I'm going to click Shift D. Funny enough, this is something I usually don't do. I'm going to move this out a tiny bit, and then I'm going to rotate it like that, just to put it out, and then just move it in a tiny bit, and click E to extrude like that. For the reason that it's like a little pocket bit there to take your drinks out of. That looks pretty good. So the vending machine actually looks really nice. I am going to add a little bit of a bevel here, so I'm going to do Command B and just bevel it in a tiny bit. Same on these sides. Do Command B, Command B, and just bevel it in a tiny bit. Maybe this side do a bit less, like that. And then on the floor here, just extrude it in and scale it out a tiny bit, and just move it into the floor like that. It's just like that. Just this nice little vending machine for people to have nice drinks, because either they don't sell drinks, or yeah. If we could add just two. We're not going to add any buttons because it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, so we don't need to add any buttons. Just maybe just a screen that looks like a screen, because these days all they use is a screen. And then we're going to add 2 trash cans, which should go pretty quick also. So we're just going to move this over here, and just, obviously this is like exactly what you would use for a trash can. Like, there isn't anything else in God's earth that you would use to make a trash can. So yeah, and then just scale it out, and then now do the fun part where you just scale it up and scale it out a little bit, then that, then click I to insert, and then click E. Then in this case, I just want to move it over like this and make it a little bit more skinny, because it's a bit too thick. It looks too low, not tall enough. And then Shift D again. Actually no, delete it, because we need still to make the lid. Honestly, in this case, I think I'm just gonna duplicate this ring here. So click E and Shift D and move it up like that. Then click E and then click Alt S like that, and then just scale it Z down like that. And then just select these inside faces like that. Okay, wait. Inside faces, inside faces, inside faces. Ah! I got stuck. with my mouse. Okay, like that. Okay, now E to extrude, do Alt S. Okay, that's the wrong way, and just move it slightly up, and then just click E, Alt S, and move it in, and then click E, Alt S, do that, then select this ring right here, click E to extrude, and click S, E, S, and like that, and just like this, click E again, and just scale it all the way down to the bottom, like that, and yeah, we have our trash can. It's a very simple trash can, but yeah, it works. Shift D, move it over here. Maybe make this one a little bit smaller and move it to the side a tiny bit. Same for this one, just wiggle it around slightly. Yeah, just so it looks uneven. I did just think of something, a brainstorm. That one of them would have slightly a tilted off lid. So if we shift select this, shift alt, so if you do this and just make sure you just click on the things, so only select the lid, this bit that people can see, because we only need that bit that people can see, like this. Okay, that's all you have to do, and then just move it to the side a little bit and tilt it. Wait, no, that way. Sorry, wrong way to tilt it. And just tilt it on like that. And yeah, just like this. Okay, we don't need these faces here. This does make it look weird. So all you have to do is click C to select in with a circle, and just literally just hold and drag over all of this stuff like that, because we don't need it. Just like this. Goes that easy, and then just click X, delete faces, just like that. And yeah, it doesn't need to be exact because it's just messy, and yeah, this is good for now. I think I'm gonna click R and rotate. Well, just rotate in general, just this way. Just wait, no, that's not correct. Okay, just rotate it this bit. Okay, no, that should be at the front. This should be to the side. Okay, like that. Okay, like this. This looks good. It looks very detailed, but I like it a lot. So far, this place looks really nice, I find, and yeah. So, let me think. I think this is all for outside right now. I think this is all we're gonna do for the outside port, and now we're going to do the quick inside, so that should go pretty quick as well. I say always quick, but it doesn't go quick, so yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so let's just shift this, and we're going to move it. Oh yeah, wait a minute, I forgot something. I forgot that this whole thing is about subsurface modifier. So add on both of these, add a subsurface modifier like that to make it a little bit more oval. Maybe add a 2 on this one and that one. And same for this actually. So same for this, add a subsurface modifier. Oh, what in God's green earth just happened to the poor thing? It got bomboed. In this case, I think it's better without it, because a vending machine itself is blocky, and we did add a slight bevel to it, and that slight bevel is enough, so don't worry about it then. Like that, and then yeah, okay, let's go inside now. This cube here, let's move it up because I kept it in the floor. Let's just move it over here. This is going to be our tables. Just shift D and click on both of these. Click on this face and that face, and just E to extrude it up, and move. Okay, wait, no, Command Shift Z. Go back into this object mode and move it over here. Wait, no, not down. Just move it over here a bit. Shift D, and then just move it all the way over here. This is going to be our bench, and on these, okay, we're going to add a subsurface modifier on all of these. Don't worry about it yet. I'm just going to delete these two because I don't want to click it the same. Just add a second layer to each one of these, and then go into edit mode, or go on both edit mode and click edit, yeah, like this. Now do Command R like this. Wait, I should do it on both. Wait, no, you can't do it on both, can you? Okay, wait, just do it on one for now because we can just duplicate it. So move Command R and just drag it down like that, just like this. And in this case I want to delete this one because we don't need to do double the work for no reason. Yeah, okay, like that. Now select these two, Shift D, and move them over here like that. This looks nice. So this will be our thingy, and then we're gonna add the table here. So this is going to be where the food is on. I'm going to just extend it. That's way too much. Whoa. Okay, chill out. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. This is good. This is good. This is good. Okay, this is good. That good. I keep on saying this is good. I need to stop saying this is good. Okay, wait. I need to scale this in because I scaled it too much out, and move it here. Okay, let's make sure it works. Okay, this is now not enough, so let's just go into edit mode and select this face in here. This face, oh, it's on edge select, click face, select, and then just move it out however far you need to that it works. And yeah, that's all you have to do. Like this. So this is just going to be the table where they prepare the food on. I think I'm going to have to select all this and move it up a tiny bit, and then click on these pillars like that, and then move them all the way down to the bottom like this, and then just click scale and just click S, Z, and then scale them up like that. I'll click S, Z again. Wait, S, Z. No, wait, S, Z, and do it again. Like that. And then just maybe move them up a tiny bit. Yeah, like that. Okay, this is good. It's a nice table. It works. We're going to add the subdivision modifier on here as well. Goes quick. Go into edit mode, Command R, move it over like that, and do the same over here, Command R. By the way, this is how you make boats, just so you know. If you're funny enough, it does look like one. If in the beginning it does look like a boat, that's just, if you're wondering why it kind of looks similar, well, that's why, because that's also why I need to move that. Okay, do Command R again. Okay, let me fix this. This is not letting me, there we go. Now move it over. And yeah, this is it, our table. So we're going to add a bit more detail to it like that, so it's a bit more soft. Maybe 2 is good enough. I think, no, 3 is good. So yeah, this is our table where we'll be working on, and now we make the cook. Well, first of all, the fridge, because the fridge goes quicker and easier, and then we add just a little fridge here to keep all the food in. Yeah, because that's where they're gonna do it all. All the like little knives and forks is gonna go quick. I'm not going to make that in this video. I'm gonna do that in the final details where we make the color and the thingy, because this is all like the big objects. You can't see that many small details, just maybe this stuff, but yeah, we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, so that this will not really be the small, this will be like medium sizes. This is all like, so first is like the biggest objects, and it's the medium size, and then it's the smallest, which is like the detailed stuff. Yeah, so that we don't have to do yet. So we don't have to do that kind of stuff. So like all the dishes, which is where they cook on, maybe the food eaten, we might make some food. I don't know, not yet. I hope we are. I would like to make food in Blender. It's fun. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be pretty high up and pretty wide because it needs to be. and then do command, wait, I think I'm going to add a subsurface on this. Wait, subdivision, sorry, I keep on saying subsurface, that's my being not correct, that's me being wrong. Okay, like that, and do the same here. Again, we're going to do it twice actually, this time, because we need to make it more and more, actually get a little bit down, a tiny bit, same also on this one, make it up a little bit. You can just do one side in this case, so command R, and then we're going to do this, move it to the side, do command R, and do this again. Just like that, so that we have this little fridge body. And yep, and now we're going to make the door. Fridge is really easy to make because it's just like door and dingy, and then just insert it like that, and just move it to the side a little, and then just click E to extrude, and that's it. And then do command R to make it even more correct, like make it more blocky, tiny bit, and then do that way, and do this one. Okay, wait, take it a little bit to load. Okay, wait, here we go. Now, okay, that's good. So this is good. This is all we need for the fridge. In this case, I think I'm just gonna go and click into face select, click I, and then just move it over here and down a bit to make it easier for them to open it. Scale it in a bit more. Yeah, like this, scale it, and then maybe scale it to the right a little bit so that it's correct. And then just, okay, what the heck just happened? Okay, we need to apply the subsurface modifier. Okay, we go out of edit mode and apply it. I haven't actually done an apply of a subsurface model surface yet, and yeah, actually don't apply it. I just realized if you do, it makes it go really weird. So in this case, just do this, so shift D, and then okay, and then just command R this straight away, because we need to do command R also this straight away because we need to, and command R this bit there, and command R this bit there, and command R this bit here, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click back into face select and just literally click onto this one and scale it this way, and that way we can keep the surface division modifier on, because I keep on saying the wrong thing. What in God's green earth did I just create that word? That's the weirdest word I've ever made, by accident. Just extrude it like that. This is how big the handle's gonna be, like that. I think it looks pretty nice. Gonna add a second thingy like that. And yeah, this is our fridge. Very simple, but that's all we need. It's the simpler the better, I find. Yeah. Now we just need to add maybe one more desk here, or oh wait, this could be a cupboard. This is what it'll be. It'll be like a drawer. So we're just gonna make a cupboard where we keep all the food in. It doesn't need to be thingy. What's it called? Frozen or frigified. Yeah, frigified wine gods. I don't know why I keep on making the most made up words ever. But yeah, funny words. I like making funny words. Yeah. Okay, let's make a little separation and just go into edit mode. Okay, let's go back into moving and just do about that E, and just do it a couple times. Do about the same gap in between so that we can make the drawers exactly how we want it to be. And in this case, it can be a little bit less tall than the other thing. And now we just click on all of these and we click I. So we're going to click E first and then we click I. Okay, that didn't work, or we can actually still. And then click E to go extrude it inwards. And now select on each individual face and click I and click E. And well, actually just do the first one because we're going to need to duplicate it. And then look, watch this, ready? This is genius, ready? Okay, like that, move it down. scale it in, and then extrude it. And then look, ready? I'm going to add a subdivision modifier. I'm going to do Command R, and we're going to do it right on this level here to move this up. We're going to do the same here. Command R. Okay, I'm just going to scale this right in. Okay, we just need to fix this because I added subdivision and it does the same thing over and over again. I'm going to try and make this flatter. Command R. Try and get this one. Oh, there we go. This is good. It's like a little game. This is literally a game. I think at this point it should be considered a video game. Well, it is a video game basically because you can create video games with it. And yeah, like this. Perfecto. This is exactly what I wanted. Because look what we can do here is we can just scale this to the side to make it into a actually add another one of these to make it a bit more smooth because we need to. And yeah, this looks good. So it's like this little drawer. It has to look Japanese style, just so you know. So just if you're wondering why it often looks very spiky, or definitely not like everyday stuff that you would buy in a shop, or yeah, everyday cutlery or drawers that you could find anywhere. Okay, ready? So select this and click Alt, or not that bit, that's wrong. Okay, go back before that and click Alt and just select this ring of faces right here. Yeah, just wait, no, go back. Okay, this is good. Now Shift D and duplicate it and move it down a bit like that. Like that, and just Shift D and do that again, and Shift D, do that again, and Shift D, do it again, and Shift D, do it again, like that. Okay, that should be correct. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, now just click out of that, and now we have our drawer. Now we have the place where they keep all the food that doesn't need to be dried. And as you know, in Japanese they have a lot of flat stuff. So flat food is instead of fast food, is flat food. They have a lot of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's how they have, like, you know, in sushi they have all these flat thingies that they have to roll it into. And just this is where they keep all their stuff. I like explaining what I'm building as I go along because it's fun. But yeah. Okay, now this is a big thing. This is the final big thing we're going to make, and that is the oven. Well, cooker. So it's just gonna be a simple like this. It's just gonna stick out of the wall. Don't ask why it's gonna stick out the wall, because yeah, I don't know why. Ask whoever thought of that idea. Well, that's me. I don't think anyone in this earth has ever thought of making a sticking out one of this. This is gonna also, for the reason that the drawer is here, so I have to try and make it in a way that it works. I am going to use a normal bevel in this case, so just a normal everyday bevel. A normal everyday bevel is just basically just a bevel. So yeah, let's not question why I just called it an everyday bevel. Yeah, that'd be a good idea actually. Okay, let's click E, let's click I to insert, let's click E again, and let's click E, now click I and insert, and then click E again and do Command B this time and just bevel it down like that. And then yeah, just like this, we're going to click extrude again, and we're going in this case to twist it like this, so all the controls on here to like to cook. And yep, okay, now what we're gonna add is a cylinder, like we just love to add cylinders. That's just me. I'm cylinder man. I'm not, well, I probably look like a cylinder, don't I? You're probably thinking, is this man a cylinder? He loves cylinders. Oh, it's gone, it vanished. It's a ghost. It's a ghost block. Okay, let's move this. Let's just make the little hops. Let's make 6 of them. because in a China restaurant they usually have 6 of them. Yeah. Okay, let's do Command B on this hob. Okay, like that, and then just move this down like this a tiny bit, and then yeah, like that. I'm gonna move this down a bit more because it's too high. Shift D, move it over here. I'm gonna select these two, move them as much as we can over here, and then we're just gonna Shift D, select, and move it over here. And select these ones, try and move them back as much as we can so they don't interfere with the wall, and then move these forward to make smaller hobs, you could say. So these will be the smaller ones because usually on the cook they have smaller ones. We're going to actually delete this one here and move these two in between these ones and scale them down a bit like this, and scale it down a bit. So this is our hob. It looks more like a DJ desk. Don't ask why. Really don't, please, because I have no idea why it looks like that, but it does. Yeah. I'm gonna make some kind of safety thingy feature here so that it's like it blocks it off slightly from the heat. Yeah, same here. I'm just gonna extrude this out a bit. So I'm actually gonna select both sides for safety. Sides, and yeah, just like this, and then click E to extrude, and yeah, it's just like that. And I'm going to select these hobs here and just move them to the left a bit, and same for these two little ones just over there. The reason there's like 5 of them, they do look like drums, I gotta admit, they do really look like drums. Oh, that's such a fail of me. I just made them look like drums. But it's fine. They are hobs, just so you know. If you forgot, they are hobs. Yeah, they're not drums. If you thought they were drums. Okay, I have to make a joke here and there, sorry. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is, I think, gonna click Tab. Like, first of all, select all these and click Tab to insert, and then click I here, and then do on all of these and just extrude it up, and click S. Okay, no, click Alt S, and then click, yeah, wait, that's wrong, it should be the other way around, and then click I again, and click E, and then like that. Okay, like this is good. It's like the hob. Okay, this is like the hob. Yeah, that's where the flame comes out of. Yeah. Okay, this is good enough. I find this is good. So yeah, this is what our hob looks like. It really looks like a drum set, but it won't for long. Okay. Shift D is select these, and actually wait, why did I just do that? I'm making so many silly moves. Concentrate, JJ, concentrate. Yeah. Okay, wait, let me rotate it like that, and then click S to scale, and we're going to move it out. So basically this is going to be the little twisters where you twist on, and yeah, this is all we're going to need for each side of the hob. Gonna scale it down a little bit more, and we're just going to click Shift D for this, Shift D for this, put it like here, Shift D for this, and Shift D for the furthest one anyway, like that. This looks actually pretty good. It does look like a hob at this point. I find it is starting to look like a real hob, so that's good. Okay, and then we just can do this and just extrude it in to give it a bit more detail. Click off tab, so just make it look like this if you can. This looks nice. I think I am actually going to do a couple things. Just go like I to insert it, and click I again because I just did really weird stuff, and then just move this out, and then click E, and then like that, and then just connect it to the wall like that. Yeah, this is very weird to do. Let's check if it doesn't stick out. Okay, it doesn't stick out the other side, which is good. Okay, this is our oven. We can actually click on, we can keep this for now, this doesn't have to be combined, but yeah. Well, all I can say is if you've come this far on the tutorial and yours looks pretty similar to mine, well done. I hope you really enjoyed the part 2 of our tutorial where we make all these cool stuff. All this stuff, it's amazing. I really think this is one of my favorite creations that I've made, and yeah, I hope you really enjoy making it, like me, because I really did enjoy making it. Anyway, I'm hoping you enjoyed the tutorial, and I'm excited to see you in part 3. Bye bye.